You're listening to Happy Hour Hustle from the creative geniuses here at 834. We're funny, informative, and we swear. We talk all things marketing, communication, small business, plus we offer up hot takes on our industry and whatever else we feel like talking about. So, grab your drink of choice. It's always 5 o'clock at 834. And crank it up. Hey hustlers, we're back with another cohort spotlight for the Women's Entrepreneurial Fellowship. We talked to Rachael Kaminski, founder of Confidence Beyond Hair Studio in Grand Haven. In 2017, she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, went through treatment, lost her hair, and made a decision. She was going to wear a wig and feel like herself again. That experience turned into a business. Now she runs a studio specializing in custom wigs, toppers, and bonded hair systems for clients dealing with hair loss from cancer, alopecia, autoimmune disorders, hormonal changes, you name it. She's built a place where people can come in, get taken care of, and leave feeling like themselves. We talked to her about her business, the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, and what big things are coming up next. Rachael, thank you so much for coming on Happy Hour Hustle today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So it's called Happy Hour Hustle. So our first question is always, what is your drink of choice?
Ooh, I love a Moscow Mule with lots of lime.
Love a Moscow Mule. I feel like I haven't had one forever. Feels like a Saturday thing. But so Rachael, for those who don't know your business, what do you say when someone asks what it is that you do?
Yes, so I am Rachael Kaminski. I'm the owner of Confidence Beyond Hair Studio in Grand Haven, and I help people who have hair loss through the use of wigs and toppers. And what that means is I help people who have any type of hair loss, whether you're going through cancer treatment, have autoimmune disorders, alopecia, trichotillomania, which is something that a lot of people struggle with. PCOS, really any reason that you may have hair loss, menopause, I help you through your journey. And a topper is a small little hairpiece that you clip on to give you coverage on the top of your head. It's like, think of extensions, but in reverse. It covers the top, not giving you as much length and fullness as extensions. So if you have hair loss, I can help you.
That's incredible. And what is it that inspired you to start this business?
Sure. So I've been a hairstylist since 2010, but in 2017, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma and went through chemotherapy and had lost all my hair. And through that experience, I really struggled with wearing a wig. I always was looking for something to be more comfortable, more realistic, easier to style and take care of. And I had a lot of questions, and there wasn't a lot of information online at the time. And so I started small and in my home, just part-time doing this, and it grew into a full-time business.
What's been the most energizing part of building your business and growing it?
The transformations. I realized early on in my career that I like a beginning and an end, in the sense of someone comes in one way and they leave feeling another. I got that feeling when I was doing hair, but I had actually gone back to school and to Grand Valley, and that's how I met Kim Bodie. And I was studying marketing and got my degree, but I struggled with feeling successful in that industry because there wasn't a really definite beginning and an end. So I kind of went back into doing hair and still using my knowledge from Grand Valley. But with this, you really transform lives. You help people really at their core. It's not always about hair. It's their self-confidence and their self-worth. And they should feel worthy without hair. But sometimes you get so depressed and lost and insecure that you just need someone to listen to you and to give you a boost and tell you it's going to be okay. And we're going to help you to find what makes you feel beautiful again.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's so important. What are you most proud of at this stage from starting your business?
Oh, good question. So I recently bought a building and it is currently being renovated. I'm so excited to be moving in there, and everything will be ADA compliant, which means it will be accessible to everyone and anyone. And I'm very inclusive to people. They can come in however they may be or feel or identify. because the current building I'm in is more of a historic building and it's not as accessible or easy for people to get in with mobility issues. So I'm so looking forward to making it easier on people with different mobility issues. I'm also really proud of having a great team right now. I started just by myself, and so it's been a slow process of adding people into my business, and I'm really proud of where I'm at.
That's awesome. What's been something, obviously starting a business, there's mess ups along the way, lessons you learn. What's been a lesson that you've learned that has made your business stronger?
That is a great question. So I've learned a lot in this business, and I realized my personality is I jump in. I don't dip my toe in the water. I jump in right away. And whether it's from coloring a wig to maybe saying yes to something like being on a podcast, I'm like, sure, let's do it. And sometimes, not with this, but something say coloring a wig or a topper, I might not exactly know how is the hair going to work and operate. Maybe I should say, let me try, let me see if I can achieve the results before saying yes or saying that, giving expectations. I have to kind of reel it back in and say, let me give this a test. Let's see if we can make your dream a reality with this product. Maybe there's another product that I need to do that with. So setting realistic expectations, because I want to make everyone happy. I want everyone to just love their hair and be thrilled with the experience. But sometimes I have to dial it back in and remind myself that you are human. And sometimes just because you could do it, that product can't achieve those results you're looking for.
Right, absolutely. What's a skill that you say that you think you've grown the most since the start of your business to now?
Leadership and communication has been huge. When I started this, I had no leadership skills at all. My personality is very much just kind of, I have a long fuse, let it go, let it go. And I get to the point where I'm like, I'm done. I want to let them go, maybe fire the person. And I think, you know what? I didn't give them a chance. I didn't sit down and ask them, how do you learn? How should I be coaching you? How can I better explain this? And that has taught me a lot. Then being in the Women's Entrepreneurial Fellowship has really opened my eyes to that.
Absolutely. What's something that you'd say is creating momentum for you in your business right now?
That's a good question. My business has always been really busy, which I'm very blessed with. Right now, I guess because of the weight loss trend right now and different medications, I have a lot of clients coming in who are experiencing hair loss due to different medications and their weight loss journey. And so I'm glad that I'm able to help them because, once you start getting your body feeling better and feeling great, but if you start losing your hair, you're not going to feel great about yourself. So it really is kind of total package. And that once they start seeing themselves in a more comfortable body and they're able to start moving their body, they realize, wow, I really want to feel great from head to toe.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I really didn't think of how that trend might tie in with that.
Yes.
Uh, do you have a recent moment that reminded you of why you started your business? Something you're like, yes, this is why I'm doing it.
Oh, I had a really awesome client send me a message the other day. She got two wigs from me. One that's has a really like soft hairline that she could wear for more elegant events, but she's really outdoorsy, and she got a wig that is meant to wear under a hat. And she just got back from South America. She was climbing Patagonia, and she sent me these gorgeous photos from her trip, and she said that the wig held up great. It was comfortable. No one knew she was able to wear it in all the different circumstances. And she was so thankful that she came to me, because when she walked in originally, she was very upset, and she had amazing, thick, beautiful blonde hair. And so she was really quite distraught, as anyone would be, to lose their hair. But when she sent me that message, I realized this is why I do what I do, which I always know that, but it really hit it home.
Absolutely. That's a great story. What would you say is your next big milestone or next big goal? What can people see down the pipeline?
Oh, I am in desperate need of hiring a stylist to help me out. I exclusively work with people who have hair loss, but say you come into me and you haven't been to a salon in years, you've just been cutting your own hair and maybe you let your color go. And we find a topper or a hair piece that you think, oh my gosh, I love this color, but wow, my hair needs a lot of work. I can cut and color your hair to match the topper, but that's something that takes up a lot of time. Where if I were to have that opening in my calendar to bring in new clients for those 2 hours versus just working on color, that would be really beneficial to my business. And so I'm really looking for a stylist who is extremely empathetic and patient, is great at what they do, but maybe they just need some help with learning wigs and toppers. I really hope to add at least one person to my team for that.
Absolutely. How has being part of this fellowship? What have you gained from it so far? What have you learned through the process?
I realize I'm not alone in the entrepreneurial journey and business. If you don't have any friends who are a business owner, you feel alone because you feel like I'm working 24/7, I'm hustling, boots on the ground, I'm always on my phone, and there's always something that needs to be reworked and setting goals. But if you're doing that all the time, one, you're going to get burned out, and two, you kind of lose your friendships a little bit if you don't engage with those friends because they don't understand what it's like to be a business owner and what it's like to I mean, they may have kids, but to have that your baby and you want to nurture it. So having other women in this fellowship who know what it's like to build a business from scratch is so beneficial.
And where can people go to learn more about you and your business and keep up with what you're up to?
Yes, you can find me on my website at confidencebeyondhairstudio.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well, which is Confidence Beyond Hair Studio. And I'd love for you to just follow me and like something that you see and support all the women who allow me to share their before and afters. It's a very vulnerable time for those women. And so I just love for you to follow along and see what we do.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Maddie. Have a great day.
You too.